What issue do you focus right now to win this election?
I think Virginians want to see the candidate who knows best how to grow the economy, who knows best how to make fiscally responsible decisions, and especially who knows best how to work together with members of the other party. We have to find an ability to find compromise, to listen to one another and find solutions. I have a track record as a governor during a tough time where Virginia was Forbes' most business-friendly state every year. I understand the importance of our technology businesses, of our new Americans businesses, and I think that gives me some experience that will help in Washington as we solve our nation's challenges.
Your opponent said you are a big spender, you're a job creator when you're governor. How do you respond to that?
During his term, in 4 years, the state budget grew by 45%. During my term, the state general fund budget shrunk by 2%. There was a big spender, but it was my opponent. Then my opponent was in the United States Senate. He was in the Senate for 6 years. When he started, we had the biggest surpluses in the history of the United States. When he left, we had massive deficits. He was a big spender. During those years, I was cutting my salary as governor, and he was voting repeatedly to increase his salary as a senator. If somebody wants someone who knows how to cut spending, then I'm the candidate.
What are the differences between the two? You and your rival?
On issues of working together, I have a record of bringing people together and not dividing folks, and that record is different. On the issue of how to deal with the deficit going forward, my opponent proposes to deal with it 100% through cutting spending, but that would devastate many businesses like STG. And it would also hurt the national economy. I think we have to have a more balanced approach of spending and revenue. Otherwise, we'd have to make deep cuts. And then there's some other issues as well. I'm in favor of comprehensive immigration reform, and my opponent has been opposed to it. So those are some of the significant differences.
Willing to vote for DREAM Act or
yes, I support the DREAM Act. I support the President's executive decision on the DREAM Act. My opponent opposed that. And I support comprehensive immigration reform, which he has opposed when he's been in office before.
Okay. Well, better economy, more job, or better transportation in especially Northern Virginia.
So it's three things on the economy. Growth strategies, talent strategies, and balance strategies. On growth, we need to invest more in small businesses, level the playing field for small businesses. Small and startup businesses are the great job creators. And we also, for the economy, need to invest more in infrastructure, roads, public transit, rail. I work to make sure that rail to Dulles is being built when I was governor, because that will create jobs but will also help solve transportation needs. Second, we need to have talent strategies. We need to be the most talented nation on earth. That's education and workforce development and immigration reform. Finally, we have to find the way to balance our budget and do it the right way, not the wrong way. I think an all-cuts approach would be very devastating, but if we can do it in a balanced way, we can reassert our fiscal leadership in the world and get our economy moving again.
For middle class or small business?
Absolutely. Bush tax cuts, which are currently set to expire at year end, I would let those tax cuts expire for every dollar of income over $500,000. The Senate Democrats say let it expire over $250,000. The House Republicans say make all the tax cuts permanent. I say let's find a middle ground position, let's find a compromise, and let's let the tax cuts expire over $500,000. That will create enough revenue that we can soften the sequestration cuts that would hurt businesses like STG. But then we also have to make cuts, and I know how to do it.
What are you doing for better communication with the Korean community?
I'm very happy that this administration put such a high premium on passing the Free Trade Act with Korea. It was a huge and important step, and the Obama administration, having done that, I was a big supporter, and I'm glad that they did it. I used my relationships with Korean Americans. I was the mayor of Richmond, and we had a sister city in Korea, in Uijeongbu, and I have visited Korea and have good contacts in the Richmond area, especially in the Korean community, but with strong friends like Delegate Mark Keem, other legislators like Chap Peterson, who has strong ties in the Korean community. I've been working to expand my network of supporters in Northern Virginia as well. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I'm really glad that